Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. Any questions before I proceed? And sorry for the yesterday session. I was not well, so I was not able to continue the session. Okay. Any questions before I proceed from anyone
No, sir. Can you
from your
continue?
previous classes? So I'll start today. The most important, yeah, we saw last session the screens, right? How it is. Okay. Today we will discuss about org structure, organization structure. Okay, let me put a heading as an organization structure. The most important, any consultant, right? Any business will have some organization structure organization structure. So in SAP again, in SAP, how the organization now we are into FI and CO modules, correct? FI and CO modules. So in SAP, organizational structure, nothing but which it defines the legal structure of the company. What is the hierarchy of the company, right? Where it's going to start, what is the last point? Clear? So that is called a legal structure, right? And why we need a legal structure, why organization structure is required for any business, in the sense to generate our financial reporting, like your P&L accounts or your balance sheet, clear? Whatever other reports we want. So if I don't have an organization structure, then we can't generate our financial reporting, right? If I don't have a organization structure, particular organization structure, legal organization structure, then it is not possible to track the cost, right? How much we are spending, how much return we are getting, so we can't track it, right? And we can't have any internal controls, so that is the reason organization structure plays a vital role in any organization, any business. Clear? So what is the requirement? So it defines legal structure of a company, nothing but an organization. So what does it impacts? If I have, then I can generate a financial reporting. Main purpose of any organization is reporting. Clear? Without reporting, nothing will be played. Okay. Next one. What is the purpose? Another purpose, cost tracking and internal control purpose. So to track the cost and internal control purpose. Next one, we are going to do both, the right. In earlier ECC, as I said earlier also, in earlier ECC, old product already we discussed, right? ECC product and S4 HANA. Okay, so here FI is a different module and CO is a separate module. We used to call it as an FICO, but in S4 HANA both are merged. Both are merged. It is not two separate modules. It is one module as a FICO, or you can call it as a simple finance. Don't call it as a simple. Initially 2015 we used to call it as a simple finance. Okay, now call it as an FICO or FICO or whatever it is. Earlier, it was separate module in ECC product, but in S4 HANA, it is merged, right? Normally, FI, what do you mean by FI? FI is nothing but a financial accounting, right? So what is the purpose of a financial accounting, right? What every financial accounting, it is for whatever reports we generate, okay, that is for internal and external reporting purpose, means internal management purpose and as well as the external people. So why external? What do you mean by external? Who is an external parties? Who are external? For example, internal parties, two divisions will be there. So when I say FI financial accounting, so internal parties and external parties. Okay, who are internal parties? Nothing but who are directly involved, who are directly involved in business or organization, right? Organization, nothing but owners, owners of the business, right? Partners of the business, partners of the business, okay? Shareholders, whatever you call stakeholders, employees, okay? So who are directly involved in the business, they are known as internal, nothing but management, internal management, or you can call it as a management, right? These are called internal parties. Then who are external parties? Who are external parties? Okay, external parties are nothing but who are not directly involved in the business, but still they are interested, but still they are interested, they are interested in our business activities, right? They're not at all directly related to our business, but still they are, okay, interested to know our business activities. For example, banks, okay, vendors, okay, customers, okay, customers, etc. So why banks are involved? Why banks want to know about our activities? In the sense, for example, why banks? In the sense, whenever we are trying to approach any loans from bank, so here before granting the loans, they want to check our internal report, our reports, like your balance sheet, profit and loss account. Clear? If our business is running in profits, then definitely banks will ready to give the loans, grant the loans. If my business is in completely last 5 years, my business is completely in loss, clear, then business may not, like for example, you can say that you are applying a personal loan or you are applying a credit card. So what they will check, they will check last few years data, your credibility. So how they are checking, right? How they are checking with your pay slips or your pan or whatever. In the same way, but banks are not at all directly involved in our organization, right? So in that way, external parties are involved. For example, vendors. So why vendors? If I'm purchasing something on a credit basis, right? If I'm purchased in my business is purchasing on a credit basis, okay, then whenever they want to sold goods or services on a credit basis, right? If my track record is very bad, means I'm not doing any payments on time to vendors from whom I have purchased a material or services on a credit. So in that way, if I submit my reports, right, then they will track whether we are doing a on-time payments to other vendors or not. If we are doing on-time payments, then definitely the credit will be, we will get the credit purchase. If we are not going to get, we are not paying on time, clear, then definitely the vendor won't take a risk. So, but vendor is not directly involved in our business. They are indirect. Next one, customers. So whenever your product is very bad, right, and your sales are drastically decreasing from past 5 years, right? So whenever customer wants to purchase something, they will definitely check your brand, right? How they are external parties. If everything is good, then you will do more sales, right? If we are our product or services are not good, then definitely customer will go back, clear. So whatever reports we are going to generate in financial accounting, like thing but your balance sheet and P&L accounts or any other reports, those are applicable for internal parties, nothing but your management, plus external parties like bank, vendors, like that. Okay, so but there is one more module we have, CO module, right? FICO. CO is nothing but your controlling module. Controlling, the name itself is saying controlling, nothing but internally whatever controls we can have. So then that is the reason we call it as a controlling module. So it is exclusively whatever reports we are going to generate in CO module. That is only for internal reporting purpose. It is applicable only for internal management. Clear? So with this reports, management can take the decisions. So how much goods they need to supply. Clear? How much production they need to do. Clear? And how to control the cost, how to control the wastage, and how to increase the profitability. Okay, these reports won't be published to outsiders like external parties. Clear? That will be exclusively for internal management. Why? With this reports, management can take a proper decision. Clear? So they won't exhibit or publish these reports to external parties. But when it comes to whatever financial account, whatever reports we are going to generate, those reports will be published for internal analysis purpose and as well as external parties. Clear? If someone is asking you what do you mean by FICO or FICO, simply FI is nothing but a financial accounting, and whatever reports we are going to generate in financial accounting, that will be exhibit or published to internal and external parties. But when it comes to controlling controlling, so whatever reports we are going to generate in controlling, okay, or in cost and management accounting, that is exclusively for internal management. Why? With that, they can control, management can control, okay, cost and as well as a profitability. Clear? This is about, so with that, they can take a proper, the management can take a proper decision. Is this clear, everyone? Any questions on this?
No, sir.
Okay. So here, next one, my organization structure. If you take any organization structure, it would be common. It would be common. So first of all, I am taking one here. I'll come. So already I have explained there is a different organization structure, FI and CO organization structure. So in FI organization structure, we have a company. I'm going to discuss each and everything. Company code, profit center, segment, and business area. And in organization structure, CO organization structure, we have operating concern and controlling. So next we will discuss about logistics organizational structure in future when I start these modules, MM and sales, SD and PP, PM and QM. So I'm going to give knowledge 30 to 40% knowledge on MM, even though we are doing only FICO, but still we can do logistics module knowledge also with the integrations. So I'm going to provide you the 30 to 40% knowledge where we can sustain, so that you can say that I'm good at FICO and as well as MM, SD and one of the PP or PM, anything. It's almost all similar. Clear? I'm going to cover that. So initially we will discuss about FICO org structure. Then next later when we start our FIMM integration, right? FISD integration, CO MM integration, right? And FIPM PP integration. At that particular point of time, we will discuss this structure. Clear? So in FI organization, we have a company code, profit center, segment, business area. And apart from that, we have a few more that everything we will discuss. Okay. So first of all, here we need to discuss in SAP how the structure will be, in the sense, let me show you. Okay. FI organization structure, the most important is company code, profit center, segment, business area, company, credit control. And we are not using credit controlling area and business area. Okay. So business area, okay, business area was in ECC and as well as an S4 HANA, but business area is replaced with segment, right? So few clients are using still business area, only few percentage of clients, but majority are using, instead of business area, they are using segment. In ECC there was a no segment concept. In ECC there was no segment concept. Again I'll discuss. Okay, only we don't have a segment in ECC, but we have only business area. But when it comes to S4 HANA, new product of SAP, so they have replaced. Okay, instead of using business areas, They are using segment. Why they are using that we will discuss in future. Clear? So let me so normally I'll tell you. So why this S4 HANA came into the picture in the sense, normally earlier in ECC old product, there are two products as you know that. Another one is S4 HANA. S4 HANA. So in ECC also we have a old version, ECC old version before 6 in ECC 5. Okay, ECC 5 version, ECC 5, we have a classic GL accounting, old version, classic GL account, classic GL accounting. Next one in ECC 6 version onwards, in ECC 6 version onwards, that already we discussed, right? So new GL accounting, new GL accounting, right? In S4 HANA, we don't have a concept called classic and new. We have only one GL accounting. So before I want to go to structure, first I'll explain this. Classic GL accounting, new GL accounting. Okay. Classic GL accounting in new GL accounting, only in ECC this was up. So here there is a concept called general ledger. There is a concept called GL. We call it as a general ledger. So what do you mean by general ledger? For example, I'll tell you one transaction. I'll take purchases. Okay, purchases goods from Mohan. This is one transaction. I'll take account session and I'll explain in that also. Purchases goods from Mohan. Next one, paid rent by cash. Paid rent by cash. Sold goods to Hari. Okay, so you can, each one is known as a transaction normally in accounting. Whatever activity we do, okay, then that is known as a transaction. Okay, sold goods to Hari, purchased goods from Mohan, paid rent to cash, right? So here what are the transaction? Here it is there sales, right? Sold is nothing but sales. And what is the other party involved? What is the other party involved in this? Sales is involved, and what is next involved in this transaction?
Hari,
Purchase.
First one I'm talking.
Hari,
So
Hari.
Hari,
Credit
Hari.
customer.
Next one, yeah. Next one in the second transaction, what are the one is purchases
Purchases and
and
Mohan.
Mohan. Correct. Next one. Paid rent by cash. What are the things available in this?
Rent
Rent
and cash.
cash.
Rent and cash. Perfect. We will discuss more. Whoever is not from non-commerce will discuss more in depth. Okay. Sales, purchases, rent, Hari, Mohan, cash. Okay. So here you can see each representation, sales, we call it as a account. We call it as a account. Okay. Sales account, purchases account, rent account, Hari account, Mohan account, cash account. Clear? So in SAP terminology or in any accounting software, so in academic we call it as an account. What do you mean account? Whatever are responsible. Okay. So sales, purchases, rent. Account here Hari, Mohan, cash. So here it is involved in SAP terminology. We call them as a GL accounts, general ledger accounts. General ledger accounts. Clear? General ledger accounts. Okay. So GL, nothing but general ledger accounts. So how many general ledger accounts are there? GL accounts are there here in this particular. How many are there?
Oh,
6.
6.
6 according to this example. So here, first of all, I should know what do you mean by an account? What do you mean by an account? Correct? What do you mean by an account actually? So everyone are new. So what I'll do, I'll park here my organization structure. I'll come to accounting as of now. Okay, first I'll go to accounting concepts. So then tomorrow we will discuss about org structure. Let me financial accounting concepts. So majority people knows about it, but still for everybody's benefit, I would like to go. So here, what do you mean by first of all, account? Can anyone? General, what do you mean account? See, normally, whether you are from accounts background or not, you know what do you mean account. You can say that bank account. I have a bank account, right? So what exactly? I'm a layman. I don't know what it is. So how if I'm asking that? Okay, what do you mean by an account? Can anyone? Okay. Before that, I'll ask. Before that, I'll ask one more thing. What do you mean by debit and what do you mean by credit? Everybody heard about these terms, right? For anyone, these two terms are new. For anyone in this particular who are attending the participants.
Cash goes out, it
No,
comes
I'm
as
not
debit, sir.
asking. Let's me. These two terms, for anyone, these are the first time they are listening. Anyone? Anyone who are listening for the first time, these two terms, debit, credit, and account. Heard number of times or not? Yes or no? That's it.
Yes, sir. High number of terms.
Right? Even though you are from non-commerce, correct? You are from
Yes.
BTech background, you heard about it, correct? So what do you mean by, in general, whoever is having a knowledge, what do you mean by debit? What do you mean by debit? Please go ahead. Whatever you know, please throw it out. There is no right answer, no wrong answer. What do you mean by debit? Quick. I'm sorry.
Amount goes from our account,
Okay. Then what is credit?
which comes into in our account.
Mhm. Is that correct, everyone?
No,
What exactly debit credit?
that is actually accounting principle side for debit credit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay. So I'll explain. Whoever, everybody knows about it. Everybody knows about it. Again, I'm telling you, what do you mean by account? Everyone knows. What do you mean by debit credit? Okay. But in general, people will say that whenever I ask debit credit in interviews also, they will come with the rules. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out, debit the receiver, credit the giver, right? Debit all expenses and losses, credit. But I'm not asking the rules. I'm asking what is debit. If I know what is debit, then I can apply the rules. If I don't know the what is debit, then how can I apply the rules? Blindly I'm following. Clear? So to understand debit credit, we need to have a knowledge on account. And there is one more concept called accounting. And there is one more concept called accountancy. Three different concepts. Account, accounting, and accountancy. Clear? What is the difference between these three? What is the difference? Okay, I'll say. So normally, so I said rent paid 5,000. 5,000. Can someone answer for this? Can someone answer this? Yeah. Rent paid 50,000.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Can someone say what is?
Journal entry.
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Rent paid means rent is debit and paid cash is credit.
Rent account debited to cash. Okay. This is okay. Everybody. Okay. 50,000. Okay. Next one. I'm writing one more. Cash account debited to commission. Vinay, you are from non-commerce, right?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
Cash account debit.
No, I'm just
Okay.
asking non-commerce. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. What is this?
Cash amount which is paid through amount which is paid through cash.
You understood what exactly it is? Did you understood?
No.
Okay. And how about you, other accounts background people? Other accounts background person?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean?
The
What does it
cash
mean?
debit and through commission we received a cash.
Okay. Cash
Mm.
received. Okay. Commission received. Correct?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. Commission received.
Yeah.
Correct? Next one.
Correct.
Mohan account, again non-commerce. Mohan account debited to cash. Yeah, it is I'm asking whoever is not relevant to accounts. Same thing, winning, for example. What is this? What do you understand by this?
A cash received from Mohan.
Cash received from Mohan.
Mohan.
Okay, great. Divya, but I'm not taking any means of order. Divya, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this? You're from commerce, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Did you understood this transaction? This journal entry, I can say. Mohan,
Yes.
yeah, what is this?
Mohan is the receiver,
Hmm.
and cash is being credited to Mohan.
Right. So what do you mean by this? Can anyone answer? Can anyone answer for this?
Cash received by Mohan.
No. It is nothing but we are paying cash. To whom we are paying?
Mohan.
To
Mohan.
Mohan.
Nothing but cash paid to Mohan. Okay. So here, if I asked, here only few people understood this. Correct? Only few people understood this. And how about this rent paid, commission received, cash paid to Mohan? Did everyone understood these three terms here? On the top, whatever I'm saying, rent paid, commission received, cash paid. Everybody
No.
understood? Did anyone didn't understood rent paid, commission received, cash paid in this session? Yes or no? That's it. Everyone understood or no one understood or
Yes.
anyone missed it? I said rent paid,
No.
commission received. Anyone
Yeah,
have a
understood,
question?
sir.
Everyone understood, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Why? Why this is not understood in the bottom one and why this is understood? Everybody understood this top one, right? But this one, no one understood. No one in the sense, sorry, I'm not saying who are not part of accounts, they missed it. They didn't understood. Why? Okay. So here it is in English. Correct? Rent paid, commission received, cash paid. So here, whoever knows English, okay, whoever knows English, they will understand this. Correct? What is English? What is English?
Language.
Correct. Whoever knows the grammar, right? The vocabulary, right? Those people will understand English. Right? What do you mean by language? Language is a way of communication. Way of communication. When I say only, I didn't mention this commission received. Okay, just I have drafted this. Cash account debited to commission. When I said cash account debited to commission, few people understood. They said it is nothing but commission received. Right? When I say cash paid to Mohan in this format, Mohan account debited to cash account. few people understood and few didn't understood. Why? So this is nothing but accounting terminologies, right? The people say directly I mentioned Mohan to cash. Here, people whoever is having a knowledge on accounting, they easily understood that cash paid to Mohan. Cash paid to Mohan. I didn't mention anything as an in English. I didn't mention anything as a cash paid to Mohan. But after writing this journal entry, people understood, right? So what do you mean by this one? What do you mean by this? In the sense, as I said, English is a language, Telugu is a language, Hindi is a language, Marathi, Urdu, whatever it is there, those are human languages. Clear? So what do you
Yes,
mean
sir.
by account? Account here also I have communicated, right? So same thing I said, rent account, debited to cash. So what do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? Is it received rent, paid rent, or what?
Paid rent.
Paid rent. So did I said anywhere paid rent?
No.
So how you understood this? Am I able to communicate with you?
Yeah, correct.
So here, am I able to communicate with you? Salaries account, salaries account debited to cash. So what do you mean by this?
Salaries paid.
Paid. So did I mention anywhere?
No, sir.
No. So people are able to understand this salaries paid.
Yes, sir.
Means by looking at this, we are able to make out that okay, this is paid salaries.
Yeah, correct.
So I'm able to communicate. Whom I'm able to communicate? The people who knows the accounting terminology. Not all. If I am mentioning it as a paid salaries, so this particular thing, am I able to communicate everyone in the class, whoever are there?
Yes.
Yes or no? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why you are able to understand? Because you know English. Clear? So here, what do you mean by this in the sense? Account, if people are asking account in the sense, people will say lot of things, right? Account is nothing but, it's a language of business. Language of business, simple term. Language of business. Someone is asking you, bank account, what is there in your bank account? TRCR. Whenever you deposit something, whenever you withdraw something. So by your understanding debit and credit, right? Then
Yes.
if you take a layman, if you go give your passbook, so probably he don't know what receipt is, what is the payment, then definitely he won't understand. Credit.
Correct.
Yeah. What do you mean by an account? Account is a language of business, and every language will have, normally human language, we will have some sort of word, some sort of grammar, okay, some particular vocabulary. So whoever knows that things, then they can able to communicate, right? In the same way, account is a language of business. Okay, language of business. Certainly, instead of grammar and words, it will have its own rules and own principles, right? Whoever knows that accounting rules and accounting principles, only those people will understand. People can understand the communication of account. Clear? What do you mean by an account? Account is nothing but a language of business. Okay, and okay, what do you mean by this? Account is a language of business which is in T form, which is in T form, capital T, capital T shape.
T.
Okay, capital T shape. Okay, how it will be there? It is a language
T.
of business and which will be in capital T shape, capital T, not okay, T shape. And it has two sides. It has two
Two
sides.
sides.
Okay, two sides. Every T in the sense it is nothing but dividing. Two sides.
Yes.
Okay. One is left hand side. One is left
Left
hand
hand.
side and the right hand side. Okay, what do you mean account? Account is a language of business which is in T form or T shape. It has two sides. Okay, one is left hand side and the other one is right hand side. Now I'll come to here. The left hand side, remember this, the left hand side of any account, whatever may be the account, the left hand side of any account is known as debit side or debit. Okay, what do you mean by debit? The left, if someone is asking you what do you mean by debit, then simple,
Yes.
don't give any rules, don't give any principles. Simple, the left hand side of any account is known as a debit or debit side. Debit or debit side. Okay, which will be abbreviated, as DR, which will be, people normally call it as a debtor. No, it's not debtor, it's a debit.
Debit.
Okay, there is a concept called a debtor concept, but it is not a debtor, it's a debit. Okay, the left hand side of any account is known as a debit or a debit side, which will be abbreviated as a DR. Abbreviated as DR. As DR. Okay, next one, the right hand side of any account is known as credit or credit side. Okay, which will be abbreviated as CR. It's not a creditor, it's a credit. Okay, the left hand side, what do you mean by an account? Account is a language of a business, right? It contains the rules and principles, right? And which is in capital T form, right? And it has two sides, right? The left hand side of any account is known as a debit or a debit side, okay, which will be abbreviated as a DR. The right hand side of any account is known as a credit or a credit side, which will be abbreviated as CR. Is this clear? Anyone have a questions on this till here? Anyone?
Clear.
Yeah.
But in balance sheet, it is not happen debit side and credit side.
Yeah, I will tell you that. That is a statement, not an account.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll tell you that reasons also. Okay. So
okay.
everything you can consider whatever we left in our intermediate BCom. So those things we will do perfectly in here in these sessions. Okay. Okay. Next one, accounting. Then what is account? I understood. But what do you mean by accounting? Okay. So nothing but what do you mean by accounting? For example, I will start learning accounts, okay, from my intermediate. If I take MEC or CEC, then I will have a subject called accounting, financial accounting, or commerce, business related, right? Next one in BCom. After that, I will do BCom or BCom honors, BCom computers. A lot of courses are there. So I will take BCom general, okay, or any other BCom computers. So in that also, I'll have a subject called accounts. And after that, I have did my master's, either MCom or MBA. Either MCom or MBA. Not only BCom, BBA is also having accounts, right? So MBA, I'm having a subject called accounts. So how many years? First 2 years intermediate, next 3 years of my graduation, next 2 years of my post graduation, right? What I'm going to do in this 7 years? What I'm going to do in this 7 years? I'm going to learn the accounts, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. The process of learning accounts is known as accounting. Right? In any textbook, you can see on the top, you will see intermediate book or become financial accounting, cost accounting, management accounting. Clear? It won't mention it as a management accountancy, financial accountancy. If that is there, then that is a printing. But logic is what? What do you mean by accounting? Account is a language of business. Accounting is nothing but learning that language. your complete course, then that is known as an accounting. Okay. Then what do you mean by an accountancy? What do you mean by an accountancy? Okay. What do you mean by after learning, after MBA or MCOM, you have completed, what you will do? What we are
So
going to do?
practicing
Right? And after that, we will join an organization and whatever we learn, we are going to implement.
mhm.
Correct? The implementation, the real implementation, okay, the real implementation, okay, whatever we learn, then that is known as accountancy. Clear? So here we need to understand the concept. What do you mean by debit, credit, account, accounting, and accountancy? Clear? Anyone have
Clear.
questions on this? Anyone? Yes, no, that's it.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. Hope for others also. Majority knows about it, but still I'm reiterating for everybody's benefit. Okay. Because long back we have done our graduations and we left it. Okay, who are
Yes.
from accounting background? Okay. Next one, we have a concept, few accounting concept we need to understand. Clear? For example, I'll say that capital, or I'll say that assets. First term I'll use assets and liabilities. Okay. Everybody heard about these terms,
Yes, sir.
right? What is assets? What do you mean asset?
Properties.
Properties, correct? Nothing but what we have, correct? What we have is nothing but an asset, correct? What we have, nothing but we in the sense again, what business, we in the sense here, we need to consider ourselves as a business. We need to consider ourselves as a business. So what business owns, business owns, business or we own, okay, are known as assets. Okay, whatever we have, then that is considered as an assets, right? So everybody understood, right? So here the assets are classified. The assets are classified into two types. Into two types. Okay. What are they? Again, if for someone it is new, then please go ahead if you have any questions. So one is current assets. Current assets. Next one, fixed assets. Fixed assets. So it's going to be, even if you want to be a successful consultant, then definitely we need to have this particular knowledge. Okay. How many types of assets? The assets are classified into two types, current assets and fixed assets. So again, I'll come with what do you mean by current assets? Current assets. Okay. What do you mean by current assets? Current assets are nothing but, okay, for majority it's new. Anyone can say what do you mean by current assets? What do you mean by current assets?
Current assets is short-term asset, which is within a
How can I say that short term means, according to me, what do you mean by short term? 1 day, 2 days, 1 month, quarterly,
one
or
year, within 1
one
year.
every 1 year.
Year.
So 1 year in
Yeah.
the sense from when to when? From 2 days to next year?
Yeah, within 1 year, which is easily convertible into cash.
Yeah, again, that's what my question. Correct, you are absolutely
Okay.
right. But according to me, if you say I'm a layman, you're saying that
Okay.
okay, whatever asset we can convert into cash within a year time, within a
Yes.
year
Year.
time. Okay, then that is considered as a current asset. But
Correct.
your next question, my question would be year in the
Okay.
sense from when to when?
Financial
When I
year.
need to consider as an year.
From 1 year, like suppose Indian financial year, April to March.
Mhm. Perfect.
Mm,
So within what do you have an idea what do you mean by fixed asset? What example for fixed asset? Example for fixed asset, one asset, that's it I want.
Land and building.
Land and building. So you are saying that whatever asset I can convert into cash within a year, correct? That is nothing
Yes.
but April to March, or sorry, April to March. So can't I convert my land into cash within a year from April to March? Can't I convert my motor van or my vehicle within a year? Can't I convert a building into cash within a year?
Yeah, it can convert, but it will give more than a 1 year benefit. It's a long term benefit.
So anything will be given, right? Anything will be given more than 1 year. If
Yes.
I'm having a cash, then I can have more than 1 year benefit. Then on what basis we are segregating it as a current asset and a fixed asset? Fixed assets also can be converted into cash within a year time,
Okay.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Why then we are calling it as a fixed asset? Everyone got my question. I don't want to confuse you, but still,
Yeah,
I'm
we got
layman.
it.
I don't
Okay.
know. Huh?
Can understand the question.
Yeah, I'm a layman. I don't know because you're saying few examples you have taken, cash in hand, cash at bank, something like that, and you mentioned that these are the current assets which we can convert into cash within a year time. Okay, the whatever financial year, and other one we can't convert. Then, according to me, okay, you have given example called land, building, motor van, computer, or any laptop or something else. Then what I said is, okay, can't we convert any building within a year as in form of cash? Can't I convert furniture into cash within a year time? Correct? That's what, Divya, what exactly liquidity? I didn't understood. Liquidity means nothing but converting into cash as a liquidity. Whatever you know, please throw it out. Every answer is correct. Yes, no. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yeah, you are very much right now, Bhushan Garu. Okay. So what do you mean by current asset in the sense? Everybody, assets are broadly classified into two categories. Okay, either current asset or a fixed asset. That's it. Okay. So what do you mean by current asset? The assets, okay, the assets which can be converted into cash quickly. Okay, liquidating quickly. Liquid in the sense changing the form from within cash. Okay, the assets which can be converted into cash quickly, I said. Next question they will ask quickly in the sense how much time? So same thing. The assets which can be converted into cash within a year time, within a year. Okay. So again they will ask same question what I asked. The assets which can be converted into cash within a year, then that is considered as a current asset. But okay, within a year in the sense from when to when. Okay. So what mentioned is within financial year. What do you mean financial year? In the sense, every year we will prepare our financial accounting reports. Every year end, nothing but we will prepare year end profit and loss account and balance sheet. We will discuss more what is P&L, what is balance sheet on next sessions. But remember that every year end we will prepare means balance sheet will be prepared once in a year, that to year end. If I'm preparing, my financial year is April to March. So every March, all the companies will prepare, if a TN company, then they will prepare their balance sheets, right? Balance sheet, P&L accounts will be prepared every year end. Every year end. Then what do you mean by that? The assets which can be converted within a year in the sense that from preparation of one balance sheet to another balance sheet. Okay, are known as current assets. Everyone got it? What do you mean by
Yes,
that? The assets which can be converted into cash quickly. Normal answer people will give. So definitely people will ask you, what do you mean by quickly? How much time? So we will say within a year. So definitely they'll come. Within a year? In this, from when to when is you will consider as a year. If you say that financial year, then what do you mean by that? From preparation of one balance sheet to another balance sheet, whatever assets we can convert into cash, liquid, then that is considered as a current assets. For example, okay, cash. Already it is in cash in hand. Already it is in cash format, right? Then what is the asset? What kind of asset is that?
Current assets.
Current asset. Next one, cash at bank. So you will
Current
go
asset.
and you will withdraw, right?
Yeah.
Next one, stock. You have some goods and you want to sell them, right? Stock. I will difference between asset and goods also I will make a difference. Okay, cash in hand, cash at bank. Next one, here there is a concept called debtors. We call it as sundry debtors. Nothing but customers. You have sold goods to your customers. Few people, it is a new terminology. I will explain what I mean by sundry debtors. But debtors are nothing but your customers. You have sold goods or services on a credit basis. But normally, we will give the time to repayment either 30 days, 60 days, 45 days, 90 days, 120 days, 180 days, maximum 240 days. Not more than that. Clear? Whatever credit you are giving to your customer, you are selling goods on a credit basis. But how much time? You can see your credit card. What would be the maximum time they will give?
45 days.
45 days. Clear? 45. So in the same way, whenever you are selling a goods on a credit basis to your customers, or whenever we are purchasing from our vendors, so same thing they will give 15 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. I'm giving example. 180 days. Clear? 240. Not more than 240. Less than a year time. Means all your customers will pay the amount before preparation of balance sheet. Then that is a reason it is your customers are considered as your current assets. Clear? Etc.
Yeah.
Okay. The next again I'll come here. Next one, fixed assets. Everybody understood what do you mean by current assets?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So next one we have a term called fixed assets. Fixed assets. Fixed assets. What do you mean by fixed assets? Same thing I'm giving in a different way. The assets which cannot be converted into cash quickly, same thing. Okay, within a year, which cannot be converted into within a year, or from preparation of one balance sheet to another balance sheet. Sorry, another balance sheet. Okay, are known as fixed assets. Is this clear? The assets which cannot be converted into cash quickly. Within a year, we cannot convert. Within a year, we cannot. And from preparation of one balance sheet to another balance sheet, whatever assets we cannot convert, then those assets are nothing but a fixed assets. Understood? Any questions on this? Any questions?
So even fixed assets also we can convert it right into cash.
Correct. So I'll tell you that same question. For example, I'm saying, for example, what is a fixed assets? Okay. So
Land and building furniture.
land, okay, land, building, furniture, okay, computers, okay, goodwill, okay, patents or royalties, patents, okay. So these all are considered as a fixed asset. Same question, can't we sell land within a year? Can't we sell building within a year? Can't we sell furniture within a year? Computer within a year? Goodwill within a year? Can we sell it or not?
We can sell it
Is it
generally.
possible, right? No, normally, yeah.
Yes.
So, but here, for example, you started your business. You started your business. Okay. You started your business. Okay. And what you did is, so you start today, you have started your business. Can you say how long you are going to run the business? Can anyone?
No, we cannot.
If we started a business today, so can we say, are we going to close our business within a month or within
No,
a
we
year?
cannot.
So what is the intention you will start a business?
So we run the business as much as long.
Longer period, right?
Yes.
So not short term. If it's any contract business, then probably you will have a timeline. But if whatever business you have, for example, I've started a restaurant. Right?
Yes.
So today I have started my restaurant. So can I say that after 1 year I'm going to close this, the day one?
No. No.
Everyone will accept? Can
No.
we say?
Nobody.
Right? So
Yes.
here, what do you mean by this? We can't close our business. I can't say when I'm going to close my business. But do we expect initial day, first day, okay, I'm going to get losses and I'll start my business? Do we get that? Do you start in like that?
No.
Right? So here, so I have, as I said that my business, I have purchased, so I have started my restaurant business. For that, what required for me to start the restaurant? What are the things I required? What should I have? I mean,
First,
basically,
capital.
capital I have.
Yeah.
So furniture I required or not?
Yeah. Furniture required.
Furniture is required. So I have purchased furniture. So when I'm going to sell this furniture, am I going to sell furniture tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or after a year? No, sorry,
No.
within a year.
No.
See, what is the intention here at the time of purchase of furniture? What is the intention?
Intention is we can run the business longer period so that
And the furniture can be used for,
so till the business run
correct? So are you expecting to use this furniture within a year or you want to use more than a year?
more than a year.
Same thing. You purchased a land to run your business. So are you going to sell on the day one?
No.
What is the intention at the time of purchase?
Yeah. Intention
Would be
more
long term,
than
more than a
period.
year.
Long.
Same thing, you purchased a building. You purchased a building.
Yes.
What is the intention?
So
You
longer
want to
period.
use longer period or short period?
Longer periods.
Longer period, right? Then are we selling within a year time?
No.
No.
Right? We are using it for longer period. Then what kind of assets are these?
The fixed assets.
fixed assets, right? So that is a difference between, means at the time of what is your intention. Okay, maybe furniture may not be suitable. There is an issue with this furniture. So probably we might sell, right? Immediately. Or land, which is not suitable for us. We purchased. Okay, but at the time of purchase, what was our intention? We want to use it for longer period, more than a year. So that is the reason we call it as a fixed assets. Why I'm saying we cannot, because our intention is to use longer period.
Yeah, correct.
Clear? Now understood the difference between your current asset and a fixed asset?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, fixed assets are, just I'm giving an example. Fixed assets are further classified into two types. One is, okay, I'll move this button. Okay. One is tangible fixed assets. Tangible fixed assets. Second one, intangible fixed assets. Intangible fixed assets. Okay, I will just give the explanation. What do you mean by tangible fixed assets? The assets which we can see, which we can touch, which we can feel. Then those assets are nothing but your tangible fixed assets. Right?
Yes.
For example,
Yes.
you can see land. Is it tangible or intangible?
Tangible land.
Buildings,
Building also tangible.
furniture,
Furniture also tangible.
computer,
Computer also
Tangible.
tangible.
anything, motor van or whatever. So which we can touch and see and we can feel. Then that is nothing but tangible fixed assets. And what do you mean by intangible fixed assets? Which we can't see, which we can't touch, but we can feel it. Then those are nothing but intangible. For example, goodwill. So something we
Yeah.
want to buy, then what we will see first? We will see
See the
goodwill, nothing but a brand.
yeah, brand.
Correct? We won't see that brand, but it will be there. We can feel it. Okay, if I take this,
Yeah, correct.
then it will run for a longer period.
Correct.
So these are goodwill, royalties, okay, patents. By looking at your trademarks, thumbs up if you take, right? By looking at that logo, we will take it, right? Nike, Puma,
Yeah.
right? So those are, we can't see, but we can't touch. Those are assets, but which we can't see and we can't touch it, but we can feel it by looking at that logo. Means we can feel the product, how it is. Then that is an asset for any business. So then that is considered as an intangible fixed asset. Clear, everyone? Any questions on this? Asset, what do you mean by asset? What do you mean by current asset? What do you mean by fixed asset? Clear? I'll come with the another thing. Yeah. Another thing. Asset and goods. Liability we will discuss. Okay. Liabilities we will discuss in tomorrow session. Meanwhile, I'll go with the assets and goods. Assets, goods. What is the difference? What is the difference? If something is, I have computer, is it asset or a good?
Assets.
Asset.
Then what are goods? Can you give an example for goods?
Goods.
Goods are raw material.
No.
Okay, so raw material not.
What is the difference between asset and a good? Asset or assets, whatever I can say. Asset and a good. The difference. How can you say that this is a good and this is an asset? Raw material for some businesses, it's an asset. For someone, it is a good. Furniture, it is a good for someone and it is an asset for someone. How can I identify? That is a question. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you. What do you mean asset? What do you mean asset? For example, again, what we own, I said, right? But in other way, we
Yes.
can say that. Okay. The things, okay, the things which are purchased, okay, the things which are purchased which are purchased for, okay, business use purpose, okay, purpose, but not for resale purpose, okay. So next, first I'll say goods and then next I'll go the things which are purchased with the intention of resale. Okay,
Yes.
you understood these two terms, with the
Yes, sir.
intention of using business purpose and with the intention of resale. For example, I'll tell you, I'm a furniture dealer. So what is my business? I'm a furniture dealer. What would be my business?
Buying and selling.
Buying of furniture and selling of furniture. So here for me, furniture is an asset or a good.
Goods.
Am I keeping with me that furniture, whatever I purchased?
No.
No.
Longer period, I'm going to sell it. So something you are purchasing for resale purpose, you're not going to use it, right? Furniture dealer, does he use whatever purchases he'll do? Does he use it?
No.
Correct. So furniture dealer for furniture will be good or an asset?
Yes.
Goods.
Goods. Okay.
Goods.
One more example. Electronics dealer. I'm an electronics dealer. Okay. Computer or a laptop or whatever you call, mobile phones. So what are these for electronics
Goods.
dealer?
Electronics.
Goods are an
Goods
asset.
for resale.
Goods.
Goods, sir. Resale for reselling.
Resell, right? He will do resale purpose. So
Yes.
furniture dealer purchased computer.
It's an asset.
For whom?
For this
Company
furniture
point of
dealer.
view, asset,
Because
but
furniture dealer business is what? Selling and buying of furniture.
yeah,
But
their
Furniture.
he is
intention is
purchasing computer to use in his store, correct?
Yes, correct.
Even though we understood, right? By looking at furniture dealer, computer or a laptop or a mobile phone, for him, what is his
For
nature of
office.
business? Nature of business is
For
selling and buying of furniture, not computers or phones or something. So same thing if I say electronic person, dealer, furniture, almara or stools, tables, for him,
it's asset.
asset. You got the clarity? What do you mean by asset? What do you mean by goods?
Yes, sir.
Right? Something with the intention of resale, okay, then that is considered as a good. Something which we want to use it, then that is considered as an
Asset.
asset. Hope everybody got the clarity on this. Next one,
Yes.
we have one more thing. Two terms I'll explain and we will lose it. Expense. Spellings, don't go with the spellings. Okay, expense and loss. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by expense? How can you say that it is an expense or it is a loss? How can we say that? Something is an expense, something is a loss. How can you say that?
Expenses are nothing but which we use for day-to-day business.
Okay. So
It's like working of business. And coming to losses, like in running of business, whatever financial losses, like whatever the cost is there, and selling it for a lower
one
price,
second.
then it amounts to loss.
Yeah, please, sorry. Yeah, please go ahead, ma'am. Expense and loss. Sorry, can you please repeat? Can you please?
The expenses is incurred to revenue generating, which is operating activity, and losses
Okay,
are
I will
non-operating.
ask you one simple question. Whatever fee you paid for this particular course,
Yes, sir.
whatever fee you're going to pay or paid for this particular course, is it an expense or a loss for you?
Expenses.
Sure.
Sure, sir.
After this statement, you tell me. I'll say it's a loss. I'll say it's a loss, not an expense. Okay. How we can differentiate? Okay. Expense is nothing but whatever amount or anything, time or whatever it is, not only amount, time or anything, whatever amount we spend, and if we are not getting any return benefit, okay, sorry, if we are getting return benefit, then that is called an expense. Simple. As you said, revenue means what kind of, it not be always cash. If you are getting any return benefit, whatever amount or time you are spending, okay, we'll say that loss of time. What do you mean by that? You spend some time, but you didn't got any result or benefit from whatever time you spent. Then that is considered as an expense. Sorry, if you are getting some return, then that is considered as an expense. Okay, loss opposite. Whatever amount we spend, and if we are not getting any return benefit, then it is called as a loss. Understood? Right? You are spending some 100 rupees, but you are not getting any return. For example, I'll tell you, you have taken in a home for a rent. 1 month, monthly rental basis. Okay.
Yes.
And you didn't kept your goods or whatever things, and you're not staying in that house from past 3 months, and but you are paying a rent. So what is that? Is it an expense or a loss?
Loss.
Absolutely.
Loss.
Right? Same thing. You are staying in the home and you are paying a rent.
It's a expense.
Expense. So same thing. Whatever course fee you're paying, okay, in this particular training. So is it an expense or a loss?
Expense, sir. We are getting.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
If you won't see, if I can't able to explain you anything and you are not able to get anything, then whatever amount you spent, whatever time you spent, that would be considered as an
Loss.
understood. There is a only thin line difference between everything, asset, goods, right? Expense, loss. So we need to understand the term actually, right? It looks like both are different, but both are interrelated. If you're spending something and you're not getting anything, then that is considered as a loss. If you're spending something, you're getting something, then that is considered as an expense. Clear, everyone? Any questions?
Clear, sir.
Because I want to give a business scenarios in future, so that is the reason I'm going with the accounting concept. Almost wherever it required, definitely we will pull that. So here compulsory we need to have, because whenever you are visiting to a business as a consultant, so business will have a good knowledge in accounting. So they will always they won't expect accounting knowledge 100% from us. At least a minimum knowledge they will expect from us. So we are not it won't supposed to look like Greek and Latin for us. What do you mean by transaction? What do you mean by debit, credit, expense, loss, right? Assets, current assets, fixed assets. It shouldn't look like a Greek and Latin, because they will consider as if consultants are superheroes for them. So that is the reason. Again, they won't ask in interviews. Accounting interviews they might ask, But as a SAP consultant role, they won't ask these things. But at least when I visit a client place, then 100% it will be useful. Whatever terminology they are using, we need to understand.
These
Clear?
are
I
the
think
basics. Definitely, we should know this, sir.
exactly. Because I'm working as a consultant from past 10 years, but I don't know
Yes.
these basic terms and I'm visiting the client place, then definitely that experience, maybe that is useful for me. But how the person feels in the sense, okay, this person doesn't know these basic things also, even though he's considered as an FICO consultant. Clear?
Actually, this thing was happened in who are non-SAP users, sir. When we are working for interfaces, then
Mhm.
definitely they will going to raise this question. They are talking about only accounting language, not SAP language.
Correct, correct. So even I faced initial phases. That's the reason these things I have included in the codes. Wherever, I'm not saying that everyone, even though I'm an accounting, I have done my BCom, MCom, MBA, whatever it is, but I never focused on the basics because only marks purpose I used to do it and I used to clear it. But as a consultant in real time, clear, I understood what is the importance of this basics. Clear? So that is the reason never ignore your basics. Never ever ignore your basics. Fine. So tomorrow we will see few more concepts in accounting. Why your balance sheet is always equal. What do you mean by balance sheet? Why we won't, as some Bhushan asked, why we won't put a debit and credit to balance sheet. Clear? So those things we will discuss in tomorrow sessions. So after that, again, whenever it is required, again, I'm telling you, whenever it is required, wherever it is required, definitely we will come into the picture of your financial accounting. So don't think that I am not from non-commerce student or don't think that I am from commerce student. Because for everyone from this today onwards, everyone is a layman. Everyone is a layman. And I'll teach in that way only. Okay.
As a become student, we also don't know many things. So just we have
You
to learn.
know, see, we know, but we don't know how to say, how to respond to that. That is
Correct.
the only thing. That's it.
We all are same here.
That's the reason I'm saying. So don't think that I don't know, I'm not from commerce, because again, you want to be a good consultant, definitely we need to have. But whether you are going with any other logistics module also, we need to have. Everything will be goes as a unless until you want to be a technical consultant. If you want to go with any functional consultant apart from HR, okay, any logistics consulting, you need to have a basic knowledge of this entries and all. Clear? If you don't have any questions, then I will call it for today. And tomorrow, kindly join by 8:30 so that we can start with your questions. And next we will continue our session. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.